Individual to your specific facility, your specific case. We stand ready in arms with people in the room now to look at your situation, discuss it with you, do an energy audit, and help you find your solution. So we do have the people and the manpower and the intellect. And I think I mentioned that the government does have, with the Development Bank, a way to help support your investment in those solutions. Ability to have a real frank conversation about it. I was excited to be a part of the Jamaica Energy Council where some of that conversation is happening, and as the Minister of Energy said, at arm's length, around the table, and not through the phone or through media, whatever. And that's really encouraging for me. So when I look at this plan, I look at our plans, the components are there. I want to focus on energy efficiency because it's one that I haven't heard as predominantly as I thought I would given where we are. And when I attended the Renewable Forum that had so many new energy technologies, I became convinced, as I think the Jamaican government has, that really this is an area we all need to focus on today. Someone mentioned to me just now, man, it's hot in here. I said, well, I'm a little offensive because I did live here at the Pegasus for 2 months and they did take good care of me, but I said it's their energy efficiency plan. They're keeping the air conditioner off for a minute. So in all seriousness, we have to applaud that. I've been to a number of events here that I remember one I won't mention, who all the men at the table looked at me and said, how are you doing it? We are freezing to death. You have a little dress on. So I take that seriously, and I'm saying it facetiously, but I don't think it's an area we got serious about, because energy efficiency can sometimes be, what? A little uncomfortable. I was excited when the energy minister said, one thing we needed to go to look at right now is our dress code. We live in a tropical island. We tend to be very formal. We need to all go back to our companies and revisit our dress codes. I'm getting no traction on that at JPS. I don't think they'll let me in with a sleeveless shirt on, but we're still working on it. So energy efficiency, we all know this. What it costs to acquire and what it costs to operate and maintain, they're two different animals, but we have to consider both of those. And you know this, what's the benefit of energy efficiency? No, well, maybe a minimal capital investment, but really your bill is lower. GOJ is taking the lead. I was excited to hear their plans. Not only are they our largest customer, which impacts us in a different way, but they really have a plan that shows the economic benefit for investing in energy. Without reading it, a simple 2.4 years payback, but look at the barrel of oil saved. 200,000 barrels a year. I mean, that's something to celebrate. And I also found out something from a call to them, that there is a low-cost funding for energy efficiency initiatives available for the DBGA. And maybe everyone else knew that, but I didn't, so I was glad to see that, because I am used to seeing that in other frameworks. And consistent with the recommendation from Castilia, they estimate these numbers, and I highlight two, because I've gotten some pushback to say, well, if I invest in energy efficiency now and this new supply source comes online, won't it be worthless? And the numbers show that surely there's a greater impact while energy prices are high. 16% for residentials, 14% for small, and 8% for large commercials and industrials. But still, wouldn't that be great if tomorrow someone came and said, hey, you get to knock off 16 or 8% now, and that's sustainable over time? To me, that's a good investment. At JPS, we are happy that it looks like our tariff will result in a 1% decrease. Is that across the board, Dan? More or less, but average across the board. And that's something we worked hard to get. But it looks like this is more low-hanging fruit, 8 to 16% off your energy price. Here's our support for that energy efficiency initiative. There's a 5-prong. Continued energy management training. I have a team here that's standing ready to look at your business and how you're using power and talk about investments that may help you, and we really want to do that in a more powerful way. So you'll hear about later an energy forum that we're going to have where we bring in greater efficiency experts. In the middle, you'll see our smart grid pilot. We're excited about that. We give power to the customers to decide when and how they use their energy. And coming to the commercials, and a lot of you in this room, will be AMI, where you have the ability to do the same. And 4 and 5, this island-wide seminars. I have gotten a call from a lot of people that say to me, Kelly, I don't run my company every day. What I need is training for my staff, for my team members, and we're going to provide that. And the final thing is we're looking more closely at your business, and we're finding that if we distinguish you sectors and usage, that we can do a better job. So we're ramping up our knowledge management internally. So finally, and I hope I haven't taken too much time, and I hope I don't sound like a Sunday school teacher when I say this, that this is the time, there is a time when our greatest good is called for, when we step up to the plate and we take off whatever posturing or positions we have, and we take note of the seriousness of what we're up against together. And obviously, JPS has a concern that one customer doesn't take an action that impacts the whole island. Because I know that's our tendency right now. Let's everybody who can self-generate, and that leaves us with a population who will be very hurt. So what I hope we do is stand back and say, yes, I have to protect mine, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to step back and give like I saw you give today, and care about the total Jamaica and not just my business. And it really does, it is going to take our partnership, our trust, and our openness, and at the end of the day, our commitment to implement, to make all this happen. I'll leave with a quote, because I like quotes. That's not a quote. Okay. I believe this is true. No single solution, I know we believe this for all complex problems, will take us from this place we want to be to the place that's good, that allows us never to be to this place again. It'll be a combination of all of our good thoughts. And I started this by saying, I hope you heard this, and print this, JPS does not believe we have all the solutions. And if we haven't demonstrated the openness and the ability to listen in the past, we certainly commit to that in the future. And with my final quote, which I love, and I'm always reminded of it when I'm sitting in a very challenging situation, never doubt that a group of committed citizens can change the world. In fact, it's the only thing it ever has. Margaret Mead, thank you very much.